morning. Today we are going to do estimating differences, and this is very similar to estimating sums, except differences means we are subtracting. So we are going to go ahead and get started. And it says here, use rounding or compatible numbers to estimate the difference. I want you to round, just because it's a little bit easier for your brain to process. Okay. So if we look at the first one, it says 40 minus 13, and we have to estimate. So that means I don't want the exact number. And 40, if you look at 40, 40 is already rounded, right? 40 to the closest 10 is 40. And then 13, we look at 13, we got to round it to the closest 10. We'll look at the 3, means we go down. So the closest 10 is 10. So 40 plus 40 minus 10, see, even I get mixed up, is 30. I'm going to go ahead and look at the next one as well, just because it has hundreds places and that first one did not, okay? So you can round this either to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100. That is up to you. So let's look at the numbers, 762 and 332. So I think I'm going to do the nearest 10. I like that better. So 762, that 2 means we're going to go down. So it'll be 760. 332 also has a 2, which means we are going to go down. So that'll be 330. And then remember, we're subtracting again. 0 minus 0, 0. 6 minus 3 is 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. So our answer is 430. Now you are just estimating, you are not figuring out the answers for all of these. Let's look at the problem solving. Ben has a collection of 812 stamps. He gives his brother, I'm going to circle gives because that's a subtraction word, 345 stamps. About how many stamps does Ben have left? So it says right here he gives, which means it's subtraction, and about means we are estimating. We do not want the exact number. So what you're going to do here is set up your subtraction problem with the numbers they gave you, which is 812 and 345. And then next to it, you're going to round the numbers and then do it that way. So 812 minus 345. So if we're going to estimate or round 812, I would say that's about 800, just to make it, 810. And 345 is 300. 5 means we go up. Okay, and then you estimate. 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 5. Can you take 5 away from 1? That's a little tricky. So you got to go next door and borrow. So we're going to borrow some from the 8 and turn the 1 into an 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. 7 minus 3 is, okay, so your estimate is 460. All right, I would like you to do number 10 and number 11, but you only have to explain how to estimate one way, please. You don't need to do 2 ways. All right, let's look at the next page, at your quiz page. Word problems again. Remember, these ones have the word about in them. And when we have about, we are rounding. And at the bottom of the page, more rounding, more rounding. This one's just adding like you usually would. Remember to carry your 1. And this one's money again. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day.